Here are the Vikings now to start their next drive. And there are parts of their last drive they'd like to emulate. Of course, they'd like to forget the inning, the interception. But they did put together, Charles, a nice sustained drive to get him down the field.
Yeah, and unfortunately for them, the only thing that matters is part two, right? Because once they threw the interception and finished off the drive, that does them no good to go back and say, well, you know, we had a good one going. Finish things off. That's the only way you can get it done.
The last run got 3. Now here's 2nd and 7.
Yellow, yellow, yellow.
To throw, Cousins. He's got it complete to Stephon Diggs. 9 yards to pick up there, and it's a first down. We've seen quite a bit of the short passing game here early on first quarter, haven't we?
We have, and I think it works a couple of ways for this team because, number one, you throw the short game until they stop it. And if they're not going to stop it, you keep throwing it, and occasionally you'll break a tackle and turn it into a bigger game. Also, if they start to creep up, start to pressure receivers, now you go over the top, take it deep, and now you get some of those big shots downfield.
13 yards as the Vikings pick up the first down. From the 34 now, here's 1st and 10. From the shotgun, it's Cousins. And this one hauled in by Rudolph. And he'll get nothing out of that one. No gain there on the completion, 2nd and 10.
Well, that was a simple throw and catch, but even with that completion, 0 yards gained. So they're behind schedule on down and distance.
I think they were hoping to get it to him. He could make a man or two miss, but that window closed quickly. Had the completed pass, but for no gain, stopped right at the line, so it's 2nd and 10. They'll throw again. Cousins. He gets this one into the hands of Dalvin Cook. And he's brought down, but not before he reaches the 8-yard line. A first down there on a pickup of 25. Cousins again. Setting up the screen for Cook. A gain of 7 that time. 2nd goal.
For a second there, I thought that might break big. Screen pass. Looked like it was coming together. Looked like there was an opening. Still, ended up with a solid gain.
They come out here in the eye. Good yardage on first down. Now can they punch it in on 2nd and goal? They'll try and pound it in with Drake. And he will fight his way into the end zone for a touchdown. Taking it in from a yard out as his guys are on the board here in this first quarter. Second effort there, he was determined to find pay dirt, and he did.
I think that's a great example of what coaches talk about, a back that runs behind his pads, and he uses pads to get him into the end zone.
Extra point up and good by Tavecchio, and we are tied at 7. So all even at 7 now as they kick it away. That's fielded in the end zone. Oh, look at the juke. And now the spin. And he will be brought down here at about the 17-yard line.
First and 10 at their own 17-yard line.
The Atlanta offense out there for their next drive. They were successful last time finding the end zone on their opening drive of the season. And they'll get another shot here with a 1st and 10. Oh, a scrap for the football, and he's going to come down with it. A nice pickup there, 18 yards, first down Falcons.
The catch, deservedly so, is going to get a lot of credit, but even more so because there's a defender there ready to make a play.
Yeah, just flat out muscled on that one. Ball up to the 35 now as they come up on 1st and 10. From the shotgun, Ryan. And he gets this one to Ridley complete. And he'll be brought down shy of the 40 at the 38-yard line.
When you see zone defense and you know you've got a drag route on as your primary call, you've got to be really careful as a passer about how far you let your guy go because he might wander into some tough coverage.
4 yards on that last completion, so that sets up 2nd and 6. Now Ryan. And finding the tight end Hooper. Only 3 yards on the catch. It's 3rd down. I think defensively you're okay with that. Here in the first quarter, he's going to get some catches, but they rallied to him quickly.
And that's what you count on, and I like what you just said. First quarter, can you do it all game long? They catch it, you tackle them, they go down on the spot. Because when you're able to do that and you don't give up big chunks of yardage after the catch, now you put the offense in a position where every series they have to work hard to pick up first downs, and you tend to stall them out when you do that.
Only a yard on the pickup there, and it's going to leave him with a 4th down.
But we just saw a great example of what we talked about with his coach prior to the game. He's definitely one of the better linebackers at reading a play and flowing to make the stop before it turns into something big.
And the punt team on now as this one's sent away. And able to get this across the 20 before going out of bounds. It's a 40-yard punt, 6 yards on the return. And the Vikings will take over here 1st and 10. Here are the Vikings now to start their next drive. The last possession, these guys were able to tie the game with a touchdown, and now they'll have a chance to move out in front.
Yeah, let's give a big assist to the defense who got the ball back. The special teams went out there, handled things. They've got it. They've got momentum. I know they're eager to get out there and put it on display.
Up from his linebacker spot, Deion Jones making the play.
He has elite instincts from his linebacker spot. He's able to diagnose the run and flies in like a missile to stop that one behind the line of scrimmage.
And this will probably be the last play of the quarter.
Strip that ball. Hey, we're good, we're good.
7-7, our score after 1. The Vikings with the football here to begin the second quarter as they've got it with a 2nd and 10.
Good route here.
Looking to throw on 2nd down. Cousins. He'll dump this off to Cook. Give him 6 on the play, and that's going to bring up a 3rd down.
I know most of the time when the ball's in the air, you're thinking wide receiver, tight end, but running backs, they can be a big part of any passing offense nowadays.
They face a 3rd and 4 after that last completion gets them 6.
Check Mike 27. Check Mike 27. Come on. Come on. Gun. Mike 27. Mike 27. Mike 27. Here we go. Here we go.
From the gun, here's Cousins. It's complete to Diggs. And he's going to have the 1st down, yardage to the 35. The Vikings 1st down. Diggs able to find his way free and get the catch from Cousins. Ball up to the 35 now as they come up on 1st and 10. Working out of the gun, Cousins. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Grady Jarrett making his presence felt. He gets the sack. Great job defensively. I think he was trying to go through his progressions, find someone to get rid of the football. Before he knew it, he was on his back.
So that just brings us right back to what you said in the beginning. A great job defensively. Nowhere to go with the football. That led to the sack.
Coming up now on a 2nd and 15 following that sack.
Hey, no, easy. Hey, orbit.
To throw is Cousins. And this is going to be caught. He won the fight for the football. 22 yards there, a first down.
One of the selling points of the corner route is usually the receiver is able to move away from the defender. But in this case, he didn't get that far away.
From Falcon territory now, here's 1st and 10 at the 49-yard line. And now a throw on 1st down there, but it's incomplete.
You get a tight end like this, and you know he's used to dishing out punishment, but here, he's the one that has to absorb the contact, and as a result, unable to hold on to the football.
So after the incompletion on 1st, now 2nd and 10. Cousins. Into double coverage, and it's intercepted. Picked off by DeMonte Kazin, and his guys will take over at their own 44-yard line.
The good old cover 3 defense, partner. When you start playing football as a safety, that's the first thing you're taught. Middle of the field, be as deep as the deepest receiver in any zone, and break on the football when it's thrown, and pick it off, just as we saw there.
Give him 5 on the carry there, and it'll be 2nd down.
So if you've been playing defense in this one, there's a little bit of the good and some bad, because they did give up the touchdown run to him earlier, but shut him down otherwise.
Outside of that, you're exactly right. I would say they've contained him very well.
I'm here all day. Hey, South. Right there. Ready to go.
From just shy of midfield, Ryan caught by Jones. And he'll go down, but not before getting this inside the 30. 23 yards the pickup there. If you're going to blitz, likely going to leave you in man coverage with this guy, and that is less than ideal.
It is, because just about any offense that has an elite receiver, if you blitz and have him in man coverage, you're going to him, even if he has an elite defender on him, because he usually knows where the ball is before the defender does.
Ryan in the offense with a 1st and 10, and he's completed all 7 of his passes thus far. And now a 10th carry for Freeman. And he went nowhere. He'll lose yardage back to the 29. It's a loss of 2 there, bringing up 2nd down.
I like the strategy. Extra tight ends, extra beef. They want to run the football, but that means they probably want to run it inside. If you get strung out on the perimeter, you're in peril.
Yeah, we saw the result, negative yardage.
Ready, get ready. Back 25, 21. Let's make these babies cry all the way back home, yo.
On 2nd and 12, Ryan. He completes it to Jones. And he's out of bounds. Almost gets to the 10. It's a pickup of 17 and a first down. They like going to him in the slot. He catches another one.
I think this comes under the heading of, until they stop him, why not go back to him? He has something going really well. Great working relationship with the guy throwing the ball, and they keep making the connection.
25! 54!
This is Freeman on 1st and 10. And he'll get this one down to about the 10-yard line. 2 yards on the carry there. It'll be 2nd down.
And the big fella stuffed that one up in a big way. I think doubling him has to be a priority, because you can't move up to the next level if you don't take care of him first.
The last run got a couple. Here's 2nd and 8. Now a fake on the give here as they try the run-pass option. And he'll take it into the end zone. Touchdown, Atlanta. From 10 yards out. And the Falcons have taken the lead. Those are the touchdowns that aren't just scored on Sundays or on Monday night. Those are the ones that are scored during the week because they had that preparation in a great route run.
Oh, I love that observation, because you don't just roll out on game day and say, okay, go run this route and let's get it done. That means exactly what you said. The practice had to occur beforehand, which led to the timing, which led to the touchdown.
This is taken about 7 yards deep. And no run back here. This will be a touchback, and it comes out to the 25-yard line. Here are the Vikings now to start their next drive. And 2 interceptions already here in this first half. That's got to affect him a little bit, right? He's got to be thinking about it.
He's got to be thinking about it, but most of the good ones, they find a way to put it aside. They're not happy about it by any stretch of the imagination. They find a way to put it aside and continue to play their game.
Can he put it aside? Let's find out. One play has him up past the 40 already, and another 1st and 10. Cook. And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets into enemy territory. 10 yards, and it's good for a Viking first down. You said it earlier in the quarter when we saw a broken tackle then that we might see some missed tackles here early on in week 1, and that's another one right there.
Yeah, not a surprise at all. It will even out as the season extends because everyone will get used to the play speed. But right now, here in the early season, the advantage definitely goes to the offense.
On 1st and 10, Cousins. And Diggs has it. And he is out of bounds inside the 35. 13 yards as the Vikings pick up the first down.
Well, coaches always talk about finding balance on offense. I don't think you can get much more balance than this. Big-time run, big-time pass.
A 1-2 combination. Looked pretty good.
How about that? Let's see if they can continue to take that kind of a punch, though.
7 yards on the pickup there, and it'll leave them with a 2nd and 3.
But no matter how they phrase it, staying on schedule, staying ahead of the sticks, whatever you want to call it, 7 yards on first down, that fits the bill.
From the 27, Cousins, and that is incomplete. A lot of force bearing down on him there. He could not hang on. It's 3rd down.
That would have been a great catch, but it's real difficult to hold on to it because it was contested all the way. Would have been a great play if he'd been able to hold that one in.
Now Cousins. Now they go screen. It's complete. And he's going to be stopped up right at the line of scrimmage.
They dialed up the blitz on 3rd down, and your worry as a defense that they can hit you with a big play in that situation. Instead, the blitz pays off, able to rally to the football and make the play.
The kick by Tavecchio is good, and that will cut the lead back down to 3 at 13-10. So that's a 7-play drive that ultimately stalls out there at the end.
And things were a little leaky in the beginning on that drive, weren't they? But how about the front 7? As they got closer to their goal line, things stiffened a little bit, forced the field goal.
And he'll take this one near the 25, call it the 26-yard line.
At their own 26-yard line.
About set to begin their next drive, the Falcons offense at the line. The drive will start with a carry by Devontae Freeman. And they're going to stop him right at the line of scrimmage. Just no cutback lane to be found whatsoever. 2nd and 10.
I know that speed is the hallmark of today's NFL game, but the key to good rushing defense is still having your linebackers set the edge.
So after the run for no gain, here's 2nd and 10. From the gun, it's Ryan. He's got Freeman here. It's complete.
Everyone's got to be able to catch the football. Doesn't matter what position you play, but if you're on offense, be aware a ball may come your way.
The 2nd down completion got him 7. Now here's 3rd and 3. Out of the gun, it's Ryan. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down.
One thing that I liked about this guy during the draft process was his motor. Of course, I loved his skills, but he plays hard on every down.
And that motor on full display there as he gets his first NFL sack. On the return is Peterson. A nice job on the return there, 16 yards. And the Vikings, they'll be set up well as they take over in great field position, 1st and 10. First down, here's the run with Cook. They get 14 there. First down, Vikings.
For a lot of guys playing this game, there's no better feeling than running right through a tackle. He's able to lower his center of gravity and churn his legs for a really nice pickup.
Ball up to the 35 now as they come up on 1st and 10.
Check 26, check. Hey, get it. Check. SOS.
Here's Cousins. That's caught by the tight end, Irv Smith Jr. And brought down, but not before they're inside the 25. 13 yards as the Vikings pick up the first down. Back-to-back good plays have them on the move on first down.
You better be afraid of me. Hey, listen to me. Hey, I-7. 45 to Mike. Tighten up. Pull it together. 45, Mike, 45. Quarterback, don't get nervous now.
Throwing, Cousins. He's got the first down inside the 10. 15 more there, and they're on a roll. It's another first down.
But it appears that they read man defense and went to the out route, and what you have to do on that one is the receiver's got to make sure he works the defender towards the middle of the field to give himself space to cut to the outside and have that ball delivered with good timing, and they got it done.
They'll run with Cook. Slipped one tackle, but no more as he's knocked to the deck behind the line of scrimmage. That's going to wind up a loss of a full 3 yards on first down.
Brings up 2nd and goal at the 10-yard line.
And we've hit the 2-minute mark in this first half of action. They'll go again here from the 10-yard line on 2nd and goal. We remind you that coming up in 2 minutes, we'll again head down to visit with Jonathan Coachman in Orlando, back for another year. He'll have scores from around the NFL here on this opening weekend.
Watch the screen. Black. Hey, we got Mike, number 53. Mike, 53. Hey, we heavy on the edges. 53 to Mike. 53.
On 2nd and goal, Cousins. And he'll avoid the tackle there with a slide. 6 yards there off the scramble, but it'll still leave him with a 3rd down.
Partner, he was going through his progressions. Not there. After about the 3rd one, he decided he better pull it down and run for it. And he slides down and avoids the hit for good measure.
3rd and goal for Cousins. Eluding the pressure right. Touchdown, Minnesota. They were looking to pass the ball there, but they forgot to account for the man with the football.
Yeah, I can hear people right now saying, well, why don't you have a spy in your defense, someone who will dance with him and go where he goes? Well, oftentimes if you utilize a spy, you've taken away someone in coverage as well. And oftentimes, the spy, not as athletic as the guy he's trying to keep up with, so he gets defeated anyway.
And he turns 3rd and goal into a touchdown. That'll be taken in the end zone. And the decision to bring it out will cost him about 5 yards as he'll get this only back to the 20. The Atlanta offense out there for their next drive. And now with still more than a minute to go in what's been a tight game, you figure we'll try to see them move the ball downfield.
And remember, they get the kickoff to start the second half, so this is a golden opportunity for them to go down there and put up a couple of sixes back-to-back. What a momentum swing that would be.
Yeah, you might be able to get a 2-for-1 without ever even giving up the football. A big play to start him out. Has him at the 45 already.
Tuesday.
Operating from the gun, Ryan. Jones has it. A good pickup there of 20 yards. So in the second quarter, he's already up over 100 yards receiving now.
And isn't 100 the magic number for a really good game for a receiver? So he got a chance to really shatter that and have a profound effect on this game.
Back-to-back good plays have him on the move on first down. From the gun, Ryan. He'll find Jones again, complete. A gain of 6 there on first. 6 yards was the pickup on the last completion, so here's 2nd and 4.
Here we go. Hey, Charlie. Here we go.
Again, Ryan. And that one got tipped, kind of threw everything off. It brings up 3rd. Now they face a 3rd down and 4 after that incompletion on 2nd down. Ryan will throw again. It's caught. Jones. And this is going to turn into another 1st down as the tackle is made at the Vikings 14. Now the Falcons going to use one of their timeouts as the clock will stop with 45 seconds to go in the first half. Ryan now closing in on a 200-yard first half through the air. It's 1st and 10. Ryan gets it off to Freeman. And Freeman lost the football. And the Vikings pick up the football. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back.
The psychology of the game never ceases to amaze me because you would think there would never be a fumble from what we hear from coaches all the time, right?
And how much they practice not fumbling.
Practice it, preach it, talk about it all the time. You would think no one would ever turn it over. Yet they are humans out there running around, and we just saw another one.
Opportunistic by the defense. And he's going to be brought down. Back at his own 6-yard line. Grady Jarrett able to get in there for his 2nd sack of the afternoon. Sacks a growing theme in this first half. This is 2nd and long. They don't want to repeat a 1st down. They'll keep it on the ground. And the defense obviously expecting run as well as they're going to shut that one down at the line of scrimmage.
No gain on the play. And it's 3rd down.
So we've reached halftime here on opening weekend. As we'll head down to Orlando, that's where we find our man Jonathan Coachman at our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach. All right, Coach, thank you, and we welcome everyone back for quarter number 3. We'll see if week 1 fatigue becomes any kind of a factor as we are back underway in the second half. That's fielded in the end zone. And he'll wind up about 4 yards shy of where he would have been if he had taken a knee as they'll start. At the 21-yard line. About set to begin their next drive. The Falcons offense at the line. They're down here, but very much in this game. What's the tonality of a coach's talk when a game is within striking distance like this at intermission?
Typically, what they're doing is emphasizing the things that went well in the first half and wanting more of that. Sure, you've got to go over some of the errors and clean up some things because there's a reason you're down. But overall, I think they want to stay positive, stay up with this team. We're just starting the second half, and we've got the football. Let's go ahead and punch it in, and then we'll take it from there.
See how that recipe works. They try to throw on 2nd down, but this one is incomplete. The intended target was Calvin Ridley. 3rd down here. They head to the line facing a 3rd and 7 following the incompletion on 2nd down. Now Ryan. And he's got a man, Calvin Ridley. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. Give him 19 there as the drive marches forward.
First and 10 at the 43-yard line.
Coming, baby. I'm coming, baby.
They'll run on first down. Freeman. The tackle goes to Harrison Smith.
Tough first half for him, unable to put up the numbers he's used to producing. But with a guy like him, you and I both know it just takes a couple of explosive touches for him to make an impact on this game and on the stat sheet as well.
We're ready. Hey, South.
From the 45 on second down, Ryan is complete to Jones. 17 yards and a first down for Atlanta.
It's a game of matchups, and that's why you take your receivers and move them around a bunch, especially your best guys. And when they work out of the slot, you often hear the coaches talk about how great it is because it gives you a two-way go. You can break out or you can break in. That makes it hard to defend.
From Viking territory now, they'll come up first and 10 at the 38. Now Ryan going to give it to Freeman. And able to break one tackle, but then quickly brought down. The tackle made there by Linval Joseph. Now a fake on the give here as they try the run-pass option. Quick throw from Ryan here to Ridley. And they do get him down, but not before he's able to slip it inside the 5-yard line. It'll go as an impressive 31-yard gain.
59, ready.
Now Freeman, he's been busy today. And he will take it in for a Falcon touchdown. Devontae Freeman, already his second touchdown here in this opening weekend. And the Falcons have retaken the lead. Point after, right down the middle. And that gives him a 3-point lead. The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. This is taken about 7 yards deep. And no run back here. This will be a touchback, and it comes out to the 25-yard line. Here are the Vikings now to start their next drive. They trail offense, first time to touch the ball in quarter 3, and we'll see what they can do.
And I can't wait to see what they have planned, because some teams script to start a half. Other teams just go, okay, these are the sequence of plays we want to run. These things worked well for us. And sometimes they throw in that big chunk play right away.
Shocker.
Try and get after them early and try and create a big play to give themselves some momentum.
See what they have up their sleeve. Now this throw caught left side. And they'll get it all the way up about 5 yards shy of midfield. That one a gain of 20 and a first down.
And the Vikings first down.
On first down, it's Cook. And nothing doing. He's immediately taken down at the line of scrimmage. Officially no gain on the play, and it's second down.
On that play, it was the defensive front that won the battle. They out-leveraged the offensive line, got into the backfield, and held them to no gain.
Throwing on second down. Cousins setting up the screen for Cook. And this one's going to go the wrong way. Losing yardage back at the 42. Now that screen there on second down certainly didn't develop how they had hoped. Is that one they should have even tried, or is that one the quarterback sticks in his pocket?
I think the latter. I like what you said there, because trying it is one thing. We can second guess just about every call. But in this case, when you realize it is broken down, just throw it at the feet of your intended receiver so that no one can pick it off, right? You don't have the ball tipped up in the air, and you come back and try and pick up the first down on third down. That way you don't lose any yardage.
From Falcon territory now, here's first and 10 at the 36. Back to the ground, Cook. And they will eventually get him down, but he's inside the 5 all the way to the 3. Big gains in succession. Last one was over 20. This one over 30. They come out here in the I. Two big plays in succession. Not sure this D knows what hit him, but now they got to get ready. It's 1st and goal. On 1st and goal, Drake able to get a couple here, but won't get across the plane as they stop him right around the 1. 2nd and goal from the 1. They'll try again with Drake, and he will take this one into the end zone for a Viking touchdown. Kenyon Drake, already his 2nd touchdown here in this opening weekend. And the Vikings have once again taken the lead. Tavecchio good on the extra point, and the decision to just kick the extra point winds up successful. That'll be taken in the end zone. And he'll take this up past the 20 and down at the 22-yard line. The Atlanta offense out there for their next drive. They had gotten the lead with the opening drive touchdown in the 3rd quarter. Now they relinquished that lead back. Could be in for an interesting second half.
It certainly appears that way, doesn't it? Almost turning into one of those pendulum games, right, where it swings back and forth, and who's going to make the play that changes that maybe it puts it on one side and keeps it there.
So after the incompletion, 2nd and 10 from the 22.
54's Mike.
To throw again, Ryan. This one caught by Ridley. And he's brought down, getting this one up to about the 35. A gain of 13. It's a 1st down. Ryan now 6 for 6 since coming back out of the locker room. It's 1st and 10. Now a nice play defensively on 1st down as this is knocked away and incomplete.
Didn't have a receiver open downfield, and as it turned out, couldn't even find his outlet man because of the coverage. It was way too tight, unable to find anyone open.
So now 2nd and 10 after the incompletion on 1st down.
Right there. 54 Mike. Watch the pass. Here we go.
Throwing again. Ryan looking deep for Julio. Into a double team, and it's intercepted. Picked off at the 12. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. And he may want to track down that football because that's interception number 1 on his career.
You're saying that's going into the trophy case?
I'd put it there.
Yeah, no doubt about it. That's when you ask the equipment guys to make sure they hold it for you after the game. But if you play in the back 7 on defense, that's part of your job, finding ways to take the ball away from the other team.
It's a gain of 7. Brings up 2nd and 3.
50 to high.
53. All day. Check. Crunch. Check 3. Watch the ship.
Hey, 382, last 50.
Throwing quickly, that's caught by Sanu. And he goes nowhere. He'll lose yardage back at the 17.
If you're a selfish player and you're throwing the ball, you're cool with the completion. Maybe not so cool with the yardage loss, though, huh?
Yeah, you went backwards on the yardage. Hey, it kind of works like a sack for the defense there.
Yeah, it's a really big play for them, right? Able to figure it out, sniff it out, and finish it off.
Let's get there.
Cousins from the gun on 3rd. He's got Sanu. And he's able to get the first here as he's taken down at the 25. 7 yards on the quick slant and a 1st down.
Hot.
27. Watch the run. Jim.
What's the distance? 300. Black.
Check.
A 1st down throw for Cousins. That one into the hands of Thielen, complete. 12 yards there, 1st down Vikings.
A gain of 12. And the Vikings 1st down.
Cousins going to come up on a 1st and 10. And he's 4 for 4 now, throwing the ball to start the drive.
Let's 50. Hey, can't.
Again, it's Cousins. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down.
When you spend your first-round pick on a pass rusher, you are absolutely counting on him to be an impact player. And there you go. Right away, he gets to the quarterback.
And guess what? Likely the first of many that we're going to see from that young man. Don't need it all back at once, but you figure they're going to need something here. 17 yards to go on 2nd down.
Gun.
Motion. Hey, check motion, man. Put your hands on him. Get him.
Right.
Mike 27.
Hey, Delta.
To the ball, team. We got to get to the ball. Let's keep moving. Hey, check Mike 20.
Cousins now. He's going to launch this thing way downfield. And that will be incomplete. Tried to dial up the long one way out there, but it'll be 3rd down. And Charles, got to like what this defense has been able to do these last couple of plays.
Yeah, they get the sack on 1st down, then they force the incomplete pass. Now they're just a play away from getting the football right back, but it's a big play. They've got to hold up.
Now Cousins. And he's got Kyle Rudolph. And they're going to have this across midfield and inside the 45.
Well, sometimes our pregame meetings do pay off, don't they? What do the guys in the locker room call him?
Well, they said it with a chuckle. They called him Old Reliable.
Yeah, that means he doesn't move quite as fast as he used to, but he still knows all the tricks, doesn't he? Even that little gentle push-off in order to get open, he finds a way to pick up a 1st down.
Just a yard on the 1st down carry, so it's 2nd and 9.
They tried a quick hitter in. Inside, but that one was swallowed up because what they're hoping, those big defensive linemen will take the bait and move laterally and open up a crease that they can run through. Didn't happen on that play.
The run only got a yard. Here's 2nd and 9. Another tote for the workhorse this afternoon. It's Cook. And he'll get it down on the play to the 37.
Looks to me like maybe there's a little attrition setting in with this drive, because when you see that type of a run, I get the feeling the defense getting a little bit tired.
And that's the last thing they need, especially when they look up at the scoreboard. This will be play number 9 of the drive here as they need 4 yards on 3rd down.
Hey, seam 6.
He didn't seem in a rush. I guess they just didn't know where the play clock was.
I think you're right about that because there was no hurried movements there, right? No up-tempo at all. Clock just ran out. I think he was as surprised as maybe his bench was.
Gun.
Hey, one set. Check right, 50. Yo. 54. I got it.
Hey, wahoo.
Mike's my forward. I'm scared. Right there. 54. Right there. 54.
On 3rd down, Cousins. And Diggs has it. And he's able to get it to the 33. Good enough for a 1st down. They call his number again. It's his 6th catch and a 1st down. Cousins going to come up on a 1st and 10. And he's 6 of 7 now on this drive. They run. Cook. And an alley to run. And he will score. Touchdown, Vikings. Dalvin Cook, 33 yards. And the Vikings are going to widen that advantage. Extra point up and good by Tavecchio. And the decision to just kick the extra point winds up successful. Now after the touchdown, ready to kick it away is Tavecchio. That's fielded in the end zone. And he'll be brought down at the 23, make it the 24-yard line. About set to begin their next drive, the Falcons offense at the line. They'll run with Freeman here to begin the drive. And he'll get this up to the 34-yard line. 10 yards there and a first down for the Falcons. From the 34 now, here's 1st and 10. We are through 3 quarters here on NFL Kickoff Weekend. We'll return with more after this break. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports.
Ready, ready. Check Mike 54. Mike 54. Know your job. Go, ready, set.
Freeman again, a first down carry. And brought down, but not before reaching the 45-yard line. It's a gain of 11, and the Falcons pick up the first. Consecutive plays now where that offensive line has really created a lot of space.
And we've seen the confidence rise, haven't we? It borders on arrogance now, and that's that good arrogance, believing you can run the football whenever you get good and ready.
51.
They'll run on first down. It's Freeman. And a good pickup there. He gets about 6 up to midfield.
Frustrating for a defense, energizing for an offense. Finding a way to create that type of yardage in your running game, that'll make the guys carrying the ball very, very happy.
Kill. Turn up.
Hey, wait.
A 20th carry now for Devontae Freeman. And this time he's able to take it down to the 42. 7 yards there and a first down.
So many teams want to throw the ball in this situation nowadays, but I love watching a team that has enough confidence to go ahead and run the football. In that situation, that's almost a tendency breaker.
They run. Devontae Freeman. Call it a gain of 4 on first, and that'll make it 2nd down.
This drive is pretty clear. Almost feels like old school fundamentals, doesn't it? Want to impose their will on the defense. What's that, 5 straight runs?
Yeah, 5 straight carries to start this drive, and like you said, the way it's working, they may just stick with it.
Hey, 59, ready. Ready, set.
On 2nd down, Freeman. 2 yards the gain there, and now they're left with a 3rd and about 4 for a first. The Falcons on 3rd down, 2 for 5 to this point. This is 3rd and 4. On 3rd down, it's Freeman, and he'll take this one down to the 36. Just a yard on the run there, and that's going to bring us to a 4th down. 4th down, here's Ryan. And it's complete to Mitchell. And he gets it to the 32, good enough for a first down. The time to pull out the stops is now, and they convert there on 4th down. Ito Smith, his first carry. And the reinforcements come in as they're going to stop him behind the line. So a loss of 5, and it'll be 2nd down.
I hope you brought your lunch because I'm about to take you to school.
Check 50. Hey, express.
Now a fake on the give here as they try the run-pass option. They'll throw this out wide and complete it to Ridley. 16 yards, a first down. And with that last play, he's now up over that 300-yard mark.
And in today's NFL, it almost feels routine. And I hate that when you talk about a 300-yard passing game. To me, 300 yards still signifies excellence, and he's achieved that in this performance.
And this one goes nowhere. Losing yardage back at the 22. A rare misstep on that last play because the drive has been strong, but now it's 2nd and 12. This will be caught inside the 10. And he is into the end zone for a Falcon touchdown. A 22-yard touchdown grab as his guys are back within a single score. Here we go now as we get set for a big 2-point conversion.
Right there. 51, Sam!
It's our field. It's our field.
Gun. Big
They'll try and run with Freeman. Protection was great. He had time to set up a campsite. But in the secondary, though, they were ready.
And I think that in most places on the field, if you have that much time to throw the ball, someone's going to shake free and you'll find an open receiver. But condensed near the goal line on a two-point conversion, all that extra, there's not any extra field. So it kind of closes in on them, and that allows you to cover a little bit better.
Here are the Vikings now to start their next drive. They have the lead, obviously, late in the game. I guess the good news for them is if for some reason they would make a mistake, a field goal does the opposition no good.
Everyone loves to have a little bit of a cushion, and that helps you immeasurably. But the bottom line is, do all the things that you're taught in order to close out the game. Don't even let that become an issue.
Yeah, but still a one-possession game. This one not fully over yet. They'll break the huddle, come up on 2nd and 8 at the 27-yard line.
Watch twins.
They run it again with Cook. And for one of the few times here today, this run's not going to go anywhere. 2 runs in a row, but only 2 yards to show for it.
Now, obviously, that's some good work there defensively, being able to stop them and bring up a key third down. But if you're on the offensive side of the ball, there's an opportunity, because I know what defensive guys are thinking right now. Just stop them, get to the ball. That means they might not be sound defensively. There could be some opportunities.
And you said key third down. Highlight that word, put it in bold. Here we go. It's complete to Diggs. And he is going to get the first down as he covers up after a pretty good shot there. 7 catches for him now, and this last one, a first down. Just week 1, but already plenty of intrigue with the games going on, and this one no different as we come up on a 1st and 10.
Hey, switch gears. Two.
And they're going to take it all the way down and just take the delay. He didn't even try to signal for a timeout, so they must have not been aware of the numbers.
I think he lost track of the time left in the play clock and probably was trying to read the defense and trying to figure out which play to run and just lost track, and it cost him.
Switch. Jack. Yellow. Hey, Echo.
Throwing his Cousins. Under a heavy rush, and down he goes. In for the sack, Deion Jones.
I think normally we would talk about this more with basketball players and football players, but let's adopt it in this case. He's a stat sheet stuffer.
Had the interception earlier, now a sack. He just needs a touchdown for the trifecta.
That's about all he needs, and he's going to go for it.
If nothing else, they've already taken a couple minutes off the clock here already as they come up 2nd down. Cousins. And this one incomplete. Too much contact to hold on to that one, and it's 3rd down.
Brandon, it looked like he had his hands on it for a moment, but let's face it, that was going to be a tough catch all the way because of the presence of the defense right there as he was trying to haul it in.
Yeah, nice job to force the incompletion. The Vikings on 3rd down. They've been flat getting it done, 8 for 9 to this point. This will be 3rd and forever. To throw, Cousins. Pressure brought in, and the Falcons get there for the sack.
This has been a tough one for this offensive line. It appears almost like they've been on roller skates this entire game, the way they've been pushed around. 6 sacks given up in this one.
Here's Lachlan Edwards now, standing just outside his own goal line. That's taken on the 25. And that's going to go in the books as a 55-yard punt. Well done. And the Falcons will be taking over 1st and 10. The Atlanta offense out there for their next drive.
Yeah, let's go set lunch.
Right there. 54, right there.
On 1st down, Ryan. He's got Freeman here. It's complete. And he'll bring it up here to right at the 40-yard line.
Now, that's the type of play that gives you a chance to win. Nothing forced downfield where you don't have a guy open. Swing it out to the back, on maybe even check it down, whatever you want to call it. Gain of 5. You're just trying to get 4 on first down. They're ahead of the chains now.
Check, check.
6 guys. Check 6 guys.
Hey, South.
Check. Motion out of the backfield. Motion out of the backfield.
Ready to go.
On second down now, it's Freeman. The tackle goes there to Linval Joseph.
Brandon, all things considered, they have to feel pretty good about getting that type of a gain, considering the blitz that they just had against them.
This is 3rd and 2, maybe the biggest play in this football game. Again, they'll run with Freeman. And he brings this up to the 46, good enough for the first. It's a first down following a gain of 3.
But sometimes, Brandon, there's just not a secret to how things get done. He's been running well all game long, and they continue to rely on him in this key situation.
They told us they were going to rely on him. They have. He comes through there, a big 3rd down conversion. He'll get 3 up to midfield.
When we see those runs to the perimeter, when we see those runs to the edge, we think about big breakers, don't we? In this case, it was a modest gain, but it does open up possibilities here on second down.
Hey, express.
54, right there. 54 Mike.
From midfield now, here's Ryan. And he gets this one to Ridley, complete. Over 100 yards receiving for him now in the opener, and it's a first down. Tell you what, he's been able to put the ball in some tight spots all game long. That throw, no different.
Yeah, a lot of people would call it a gutsy type of a throw. I think he looks at it as, I can do it, so it's not that big of a deal to me, and I'm going to keep firing.
Ryan's throw caught by Jones. And he is out of bounds, but not before he's inside the 30. 14 yards there and a Falcon first down.
Hey, 25.
First and 10 at the 27-yard line.
They'll throw on first down with Ryan. Dancing to his left. And seeing no options, he just tosses this one away, incomplete. Now that'll bring up second down. Got out of the pocket. Didn't look like he had anybody open, Charles, so just gets rid of it.
And a good play by him. If no one's open and you don't have a running lane that you want to take, make the right choice. Get rid of it. Live to fight another down.
2nd and 10 now from the 27.
Hey, we got to get this stop here, D.
To throw again. Ryan. And that'll be incomplete. Took a pretty good shot as he tried to pull that one in. Couldn't hang on, 3rd down. Possibly a turning point. Big play coming. This is 3rd and long.
Got it. Space.
Right there. 54 Mike. Come off the ball. 54 is Mike. Check. Watch 54.
Again, Ryan. Oh, no, he lost the football. So it's Falcon football as we welcome you back. And down by 5, they've got to go for it here on 4th down.
Bravo.
Hey, watch that. Check Mike 54. Mike 54. Blue guy.
They'll try and throw for it with Ryan. This is caught. And he will have the first down, but he winds up taking a pretty good shot that time. They keep the game alive, at least for the moment, as it's a first down. The Vikings going to signal for the first of their timeouts. And they'll be disappointed to have to burn one there after giving up the first down. Only way to get the lead here, of course, with a touchdown. And that's what they're gunning for on 1st and goal. They'll look to run with Freeman. And he gets in. Touchdown, Atlanta. Devontae Freeman. with now 3 Week 1 touchdowns, as his guys have taken the lead here in the final 2 minutes.
54 is Mike. 54 is Mike. Check, watch 54, watch 54. Take me up. Here we go.
Now the Falcons going to use one of their timeouts as they'll head to the sideline and talk over what to do next. So now an extra point doesn't help much. They'll try to go for 2 to make the difference a field goal, and they can lead it by 3. They'll try and run with Freeman, and he'll get into the end zone. So now a field goal would only tie as they've upped their lead to 3. Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. This is taken about 7 yards deep. And they'll put up the stop sign there as his guys will get it at the 25. Here are the Vikings now to start their next drive. And on the last go-around, they really couldn't get anything going.
They had to punt from deep inside their own territory, which means you're going to lose the field position battle as a general rule. What they're looking for now is a little more consistency. Move the ball at least a few times on offense.
And he can't get a throw away. He's taken down. Tack McKinley in there to take him down, and the clock will roll.
This offensive line flat out cannot handle this pass rush. We've seen it demonstrated time and time again to the tune of 7 sacks in this game thus far.
So following the sack, they'll try to change their fortune here on 2nd and 13. Back to throw. And that's going to be incomplete. A lot of contact, no call, and it's 3rd down. I guess you can't be afraid to take those chances late in the game. He tried to fit that one in there. Nice job, though, defensively.
Well, to your point, it was a nice job of knocking the ball away. But you're also right. You can't be afraid to take those chances. That means your guys going downfield to catch the ball, they've got to elevate their game and come down with these in order to keep your offense moving.
Now the Vikings will use the second of their timeouts as they get the stoppage with just under 50 seconds remaining in the 4th. Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10. Here's Cousins. Now a desperation throw deep downfield. And that is caught one-handed. Oh, my, he pulled it in. A big play there for Minnesota. 58 yards. Two big plays in succession. Not sure this D knows what hit them, but now they got to get ready. It's 1st and goal. And now here comes their final timeout as they take it with 8 ticks remaining. Only way to get the lead here, of course, with a touchdown. And that's what they're gunning for on 1st and goal.
45. Mike, 45. Bring up 48. Back. Hey, Alpha. Hey, no, easy. 45 to Mike. 45 to Mike. Come on, baby. Let's see what you got. 45, Mike. 45.
Cousins. Being chased out left toward the end zone, but that's going to wind up incomplete. The line of scrimmage, once again, the 5 as they get ready for 2nd and goal. One last shot now for Cousins. And it's incomplete. Now there is 1 second remaining. So they'll have time here for one more play. Well, they've been so good on 3rd down all day long. Can they convert another here on 3rd and goal? Cousins gives way to Cook. And they'll get him down about 3 yards short of the first. So time runs out. It's a victory for the Atlanta Falcons. And with that, our journey begins, Charles. Week 1 in the books. Going to be a great season.
Oh, man, so much to look forward to. Isn't it nice to get a really good game right out of the gate? Preseason behind us. All these games count now, don't they?
Yeah, this is the exciting time.